Right, everybody, the CAGED system. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's been a while. It's not been a while. It's been 2 weeks. I've been to America. I've been over there with Victory. Been spreading the good word. Been doing some videos, which you'll probably see content coming out soon. Caught a bit of a plane lurk coming back straight into an Anderson session with the Undertones, playing a couple of songs at the magical Real World studio. Good people, good times, and yeah, back to work. And then now here, sitting here doing this video because the CAGED system, man. The CAGED system, I know there's tons of videos out there where people are doing an amazing job explaining exactly how it works and what it is. But it's one of those things that when I sit and noodle and I'm just noodling away, I'm just going, let's just use that all the time without realizing that that's how you're actually using that CAGED system just to visualize the board, the fingerboard on the guitar. And it's such a good... It's such an easy system, and it's so, you know, once you get the chord shapes down, and then if you visualize it on the fretboard, yeah, I'm rambling a bit now, but that's what I do here. You know, that's what I do. But I'm sitting there just jamming. I always sort of jam an E, but because we are talking CAGED system, we are talking CAGED, which is basically the letters of CAGED. C, right? A, G, D, and E. All those simple cowboy shapes, and how they work up the fretboard in those shapes, in those fingering positions. C, the C shape, come there. A, that shape, move it up, got it up here. You're still in the C. We're still in the C, but we're using A, CAGED, C-A, right? Then you go G, CAGED, and then you got the G chord come from up here, up there, and barred down, where you have the A shape before, right? And then you go up here, and then you got all of a sudden the E shape, but you got C in the bass. Here's all your E shape. Then you go up to your D shape, which is up here, and you got your C there. And then you're up there, and then you're back to your C again. Up there, and then you move up again. There's your A again, shape up there. You see what I mean? That's kind of the quick explanation. So you got CAGED, C, A, G, E, D. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I don't know if this is going to be a long video or not. I think what I don't think about it when I play it. And when I sit down and let's say I'm just playing, let's do the E thing, because you know that's. So we got the E chord. Where's the next one? CAGED, D, right? So we're up there, and there's the C from the E, and there's the A from the A, and there's the G. So when you're looking around, especially when you mix it with your pentatonic, right? Or right? Or the C shape, or the D shape. Next position. Neck proceeds, and then you're up. Right? So it's kind of once you sit and noodle around a little bit, and you recognize what was that accent there? That when you recognize the E and then the shapes, that the D and the C and the G and the A. I don't know how to explain this, but if you look into it, right, CAGED system, just go in there, YouTube CAGED system. There's so many, as I said, so many great tutorials on there that explains it in depth, but it's super simple. CAGED, spell it, C-A-G-E-D. Those are the chords, see? A, G, D, E, right? Those are all the cowboy chords, super simple chords, but they all work. C, C, G chord. So here's the G shape, and that's what, you know, it's the loose, it's down here. And then the E shape is there, and here's the D shape, and you're back to the C shape. And then everything that's around it, right? Like the major pentatonic. It's there, all here, and there's the C is all there. It's a quick video, really. Basically, I just think, are you using it out there? People using it out there. People going, yeah, I use that all the time, or you're not even aware of it. You know, this is the whole thing. That I just want to make you aware that the CAGED system is there. Look upon your guitar, upon the fretboard. I'm playing my C chord. I can play my C chord with the A shape. I can play my C chord with the D. I can play, you know, it's all there. As guitar players, that helps us really to visualize the fingerboard, where all of your notes are for when you want to solo later on, because it's all within those chords. You know, I know this is major we're talking, it's not a minor thing, but let's start there. Let's start with one thing at a time, practice that, and then hopefully, you know, it'll get better. And you realize that, oh, that was a thing. I really like that. Oh, click in the brain, because that's what happens. That's what happens to me. I'm doing stuff, I'm playing things, and then all of a sudden go, oh yeah, that's what it is. You know that feeling? Yeah? You know that feeling? Because, you know, so that's why, if you can, this weekend, it sounds like a teacher or something, you should try to have a look at the CAGED system and start from E, of course, then it's the CAGED, then it's the E first, then it's the D, right? Then it's the C, then it's the E, and then it's the G. So you have to spell it the other way around when you start it with the shapes, depending on where you are. A, of course. G, E, D, and then C. But it's easy. Anyway, a little visualization video of me rambling about the CAGED system. Basically, all I wanted to do was say, check out the CAGED system. That's all I wanted to say with this video. So please do that. Please like and subscribe. And this is a Chapman DPT, which is really cool. Yeah, that's it really. Have a great day. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Please comment in the comment section below. Do you use the CAGED system? What is it good for? Is it good for anything at all? I don't know. Let me know. See you later. Bye.